Have you ever dealt with people who just love to test your patience? They interrupt, throw out snide remarks, or act as if your time and feelings don't matter. And society's usual advice: just smile, nod, and let it slide. But here's the truth. That approach doesn't work anymore. If you're tired of tolerating disrespect, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm sharing 10 strategies to handle disrespect with confidence and control, without ever losing your cool or compromising your self-worth. By the end, you'll have the tools to set boundaries effortlessly and show the world you demand respect. Let's get started. Lesson 1. The silent stare. One of the most underrated yet impactful tools in your arsenal is the silent stare. No words, no overreaction, just a calm, steady gaze. When someone disrespects you, this simple act can completely shift the power dynamic. Here's why it works. Disrespectful people thrive on provoking you. They're fishing for a reaction, whether it's anger, defensiveness, or frustration. It feeds their ego and drags you into their drama. But when you meet their behavior with calm silence, it throws them off balance. They're forced to confront their actions, and often they fumble under the weight of their own behavior. Let me share a quick story. I was once in a meeting with someone who kept interrupting me. At first, I tried politely speaking up, but he wouldn't stop. So I changed tactics. I leaned back in my chair, crossed my arms, and locked eyes with him, silent and unblinking. No visible emotion, just calm observation. The tension in the room shifted. He stuttered, lost his train of thought, and, most importantly, stopped interrupting me for the rest of the meeting. That silent stare did what no words could. It demanded respect. Here's the beauty of this approach. It's not just about unsettling the other person. It's about what it does for you. It's a powerful reminder that you don't owe anyone an emotional reaction. The silent stare is more than just a tool. It's a declaration. I respect myself too much to play along with your game. Lesson 2. Stop explaining yourself. Let's talk about a trap many of us fall into: the need to explain ourselves. You make a decision, and suddenly, the critics come out of the woodwork. Why did you do that? Or, are you sure that's a good idea? Here's the reality. Your life isn't a courtroom, and you don't owe anyone a defense for your choices, especially when their questions stem from judgment, not genuine curiosity. Why do people question you? Often, it's because your independence disrupts their comfort zone. But their discomfort isn't your burden to carry. When you explain yourself, you hand over power, inviting further scrutiny. The more you justify, the more permission you give them to question your path. Let me share an example. When I switched careers to follow my passion, I was bombarded with skeptical questions. At first, I tried to explain myself, thinking it would satisfy them, but it only opened the door to more doubt. Eventually, I changed my approach. When someone asked, "Why did you leave your stable job?" I replied simply, "Because I wanted to." And that was the end of it. Here's the beauty of not explaining yourself. It's liberating. It says, "I trust my choices, and I don't need your approval." Confident people don't over-explain, they own their decisions. And when you stand firm in your choices, you project self-assurance that speaks louder than any explanation ever could. Lesson 3. Silence is golden and strategic. Sometimes the most powerful response to disrespect is no response at all. Silence isn't weakness, it's a deliberate choice, and it can send a message louder than words ever could. Disrespect thrives on engagement. When someone drags you into negativity, they're fishing for validation or a fight. But when you refuse to engage, when you let their words hang awkwardly in the air, it forces them to confront their behavior. Silence deprives disrespect of the attention it craves, and leaves the other person grappling with the emptiness of their actions. For example, I once dealt with someone who loved hiding insults behind jokes. One day, after a particularly pointed comment about my work, I didn't justify myself or fire back. Instead, I raised an eyebrow, stayed silent, and let the awkwardness fill the room. The result? They stumbled over their words, mumbled, and eventually moved on. That moment was a game changer. My silence didn't just protect my energy, it delivered a powerful message. You don't control how I feel. Here's the deeper truth. Silence isn't passive, it's a shield. It guards your peace, communicates self-assurance, and reminds everyone, including yourself, that your self-worth isn't up for debate. Lesson 4. Hold your head high. Here's a timeless strategy that never loses its power: confidence. When someone disrespects you, their goal is to make you feel small. But when you stand tall, shoulders back and head held high, you send a clear message. I know my worth, and nothing you say or do can take that away. Confidence dismantles the very foundation disrespect relies on. Those who disrespect you thrive on the belief that their words or actions can control you. But when you refuse to shrink or flinch, you expose the illusion of their power. Here's a simple tip. The next time someone throws a snide remark your way, resist the urge to react. Instead, take a deep breath, lift your chin, and meet their gaze with quiet poise. A calm smile, followed by carrying on as if their words are insignificant, will speak louder than any comeback ever could. Confidence isn't about proving anything to them. It's about affirming something for yourself. When you hold your head high, you embody a powerful truth. You already have everything you need. Their negativity doesn't define you, and your self-worth remains unshaken. So walk tall. Live as though you know you're enough, because you are. And that quiet strength, it's your greatest shield against disrespect. Lesson 5. Distance is self-respect. Sometimes the most effective way to handle disrespect is to take a step back. Let's be real. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. When someone consistently crosses your boundaries, creating distance isn't cold. It's a declaration of self-respect. It's about protecting your energy and prioritizing your well-being. Think of your life as a VIP event. The people who genuinely uplift and respect you get all access passes. Those who bring negativity, drama, or disrespect, they don't make the list. It's that simple. Let me share a personal story. I once had a friend who constantly undermined my decisions with jokes. At first, I brushed it off, telling myself I was overreacting. But as time went on, their comments started weighing on me. So I made a quiet decision. No confrontation, no drama, just distance. And guess what? I felt lighter, freer, and realized I deserved relationships that build me up, not tear me down. Here's the truth. Protecting your peace isn't selfish. It's essential. Distance creates space for clarity, growth, and meaningful connections. It's a powerful reminder that self-respect begins with choosing who you allow into your world. Lesson 6. Redirect with questions. When someone disrespects you, it's often a calculated move to provoke a reaction or assert control. But instead of getting flustered or defensive, flip the script. Turn the focus back onto them with a calm, pointed question like, "Why do you feel it's okay to say that? What are you hoping to achieve by saying that? Why does this work?" Questions force the other person to pause and think, often for the first time, about their behavior. Disrespect is often impulsive, driven by habit or emotion. By making them explain themselves, you interrupt their flow and regain control of the interaction. They're no longer the aggressor. They're now on the defensive. Here's an example. Imagine someone repeatedly interrupts you in a meeting. Instead of snapping back, Calmly say, "I've noticed you keep cutting me off. Is there a reason for that?" In that moment, you shift the power dynamic. It's not rude or confrontational. It's simply asserting your right to be treated with respect. This strategy works because it conveys composure and thoughtfulness. It diffuses tension and signals, "I'm in control here and I won't let you cross the line." Disrespect loses its sting when met with calm accountability. Redirecting with questions isn't just disarming, it's empowering. It keeps the focus on the behavior, not the emotions, and demonstrates that respect is a non-negotiable for you. Lesson 7. Set a verbal boundary with clarity. Sometimes the most effective way to handle disrespect is to address it head-on. This doesn't mean getting angry or making a scene. Instead, it's about calmly but firmly stating what you will and won't accept. For example, "I don't appreciate being spoken to that way. Let's keep this respectful. Please don't interrupt me. I'd like to finish my thought." Why is this so effective? Disrespect often persists because it goes unchallenged. Many people test boundaries to see how much they can get away with. By addressing their behavior calmly and clearly, you send a powerful message. Their actions are unacceptable and you won't tolerate them. Let's break it down. Imagine a friend frequently makes sarcastic or belittling jokes at your expense. Instead of brushing it off or firing back, you might say, "I know you're joking, but those comments feel disrespectful. I'd prefer if you didn't talk to me like that." This response is direct, polite, and leaves no room for misinterpretation. The key here is composure. When you set a boundary without anger or frustration, you exude confidence and control. It's not just about protecting your self-respect, it's about teaching others how to treat you. Clear boundaries create healthier interactions and remind everyone that respect is non-negotiable. Lesson 8. Reframe disrespect into neutral ground. Disrespect can feel personal, but what if you could neutralize it instead of taking it to heart? Reframing means taking someone's negativity and turning it into something you can manage with ease, even humor. It's about responding with a calm, confident attitude that signals their words don't rattle you. Here's how it works. When someone makes a sarcastic comment, say, "That's an interesting perspective. Care to elaborate?" If they criticize you, respond with, "I appreciate the feedback, even if it's a bit sharp today." Why does this approach work? People who disrespect others often expect their words to sting or provoke an emotional reaction. When you reframe their comments, you catch them off guard. It shifts the dynamic from a confrontation to neutral ground, territory you control. For instance, imagine a coworker saying, "I guess you're trying to take the easy way out with that idea." Instead of becoming defensive, reply with, "Or maybe I'm just efficient. I'd love to hear your thoughts on improving it." This response communicates confidence and a willingness to engage constructively, on your terms. Reframing is powerful because it protects your inner peace. It tells the other person, "Your negativity doesn't define me or my response." And often when they realize their attempts at disrespect won't land, they stop. Lesson 9. Use body language to command presence. Sometimes actions speak louder than words. When dealing with disrespect, your body language can project confidence and control, often more effectively than anything you could say. Here's how to use body language to your advantage. Stand or sit up straight. Good posture conveys self-assurance and shows you're not easily shaken. Maintain steady eye contact. This signals that you're attentive and unafraid, instantly commanding respect. Keep your movements calm and deliberate. Avoid fidgeting or making frantic gestures, which can come across as insecurity. For example, if someone interrupts you during a conversation, resist the urge to compete for attention. Instead, stop speaking, hold their gaze with composure, and wait for them to finish. Then, calmly assert yourself. I wasn't finished. Let me complete my point. This approach is non-confrontational, yet undeniably powerful. Why does this work? Disrespect often seeks out insecurity, slouched shoulders, diverted eyes, or nervous energy. By standing tall, making eye contact, and remaining composed, you're sending a clear message. I'm not someone you can push around. This kind of body language exudes authority and self-respect, making any attempts to undermine you feel futile. You don't need to over-explain or overreact. Your presence alone becomes your statement. Lesson 10. End the interaction with purpose. Sometimes the most effective way to handle disrespect is to walk away. But how you do it makes all the difference. Instead of storming off or ignoring the person, calmly and firmly end the interaction in a way that clearly defines your boundaries. For example, if someone keeps interrupting you, say, "This conversation isn't productive. Let's revisit it later when we can talk respectfully." If a friend or co-worker makes a disrespectful comment, respond with, "I don't think we're on the same page. I'm going to step away for now." Why does this work? Ending the interaction on your terms sends a powerful message. I'm in control of my time and energy, and I won't waste it on negativity. It's a way of maintaining your self-respect without escalating the situation. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness. It's a demonstration of strength. It shows that you value your peace more than the need to argue or prove a point. This approach also denies the other person the reaction they may be seeking, which often deflates their behavior. It's important to remember, stepping away isn't about being rude or dismissive. It's about recognizing when an interaction no longer serves you and confidently prioritizing your well-being. When you walk away with calm purpose, you embody self-respect and emotional maturity. Handling disrespect isn't about being aggressive, it's about being intentional. Whether you're using silence, distance, or unapologetic confidence, every move should reflect one thing: your self-respect. The more you focus on valuing yourself, the less room there is for others' negativity to affect you. And here's the best part. The more you respect yourself, the more you'll attract people who uplift and appreciate you. So, embrace the silence, stand tall, and never apologize for protecting your peace. Respect starts with you. If this resonated, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more empowering content. Have a story about setting boundaries or handling disrespect? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay strong and keep owning your power.